OFX, what's popping? So, wanted to break down trade that I caught last night, called out in the Telegram. It resulted in the best trade that I've ever had so far in my trading career. That's what you want to call it. $2,000 in a day, pretty big day for me. Um, and it was on GA. Called it out. I had two positions. Now, how it worked was, first of all, I feel like I went against the grain with the trade. I went against it, and I feel like that was a mistake. It played out, but I feel like moving forward from this, I'm going to approach stuff differently because this was a good trade, but it could have played out a lot different. So on the weekly, it's completely bullish, right? But I got in at sells, and that's where I feel like I went wrong. But I went to the weekly, and then I went to the 4 hour daily, and I saw we had a low, higher low or lower high, breaker structure, lower high off of right here. So then I zoomed in to the 1 hour, and my entries were right here, and then my second entry was right here. So I just had two positions. This one was right here. Stop loss was right above. I took this a 1 to 2. So, or actually, what happened is I actually got in higher. I got in market execution. It was a lot higher. So entry was, or stop or take TP was like right there. This entry was here, and this was a 1 to 1, and that was it. That was it for the trades, man. Super simplistic, and yeah, that was really it. The reason why I'm starting to say that I want to go and change things just a little bit is because this easily could have turned around. This easily could have not worked out for me at all. And I'll show you an example of another trade that I missed. I barely missed it. Barely missed it. Literally barely missed my sell limit by like a pip. But if you go on a weekly on this, bearish, everything that I see in this price action is telling me that it wants to go down. Failure to create new highs, big, strong weekly breaker structure. You go to the daily, you have this big daily level, huge rejections at the daily level. And then what I did is I zoomed in and I saw, okay, well, we had price come down here. We have this whole level. I put a sell limit, like this candle had already formed. So I put a sell limit like right above it, like right at the level, and price literally barely missed it and then went. But this trade made sense to take sells because the higher time frames were bearish. GA was not bearish. Another trade that I called out that I actually I went break even on personally was CHF And if you look at the trade, it's still going, but if you look at it, the weekly, it's completely bullish. It only makes sense to take buys. So then you go to the 4 hour, the 1 hour, whatever, and you just have your buy limit set and you're good, and that's it. Like, it's so simplistic. There's nothing, like, I feel like at this point I just want to make trading so simplistic that it's like I don't have to look for all these breaker structures. I don't have to do what I did on GA and look, his price, doing this. It's like I just want it to be black and white. And the same thing happened on GU, but I took it out because I was selling GA, which I still don't understand how this stuff works. How, like, GU's going up right now and EU was going down last night. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand how that works. And the same thing with GA. GA went down last night. GU went up. Like, if I knew that was a thing, I would fucking hold both of the trades. But I canceled out GU because I was selling GA. But if you look on the weekly, price is completely bullish, right? I mean, overall, this might be like a retracement channel, whatever, on the weekly. But as of right now, it's completely bullish. And we came down to this level. Have this strong level right here. And you go to the 4 hour. We have this bearish channel that price is getting super weak and choppy. We had divergence. It just made sense to buy. So I was in buys, and then I closed it because I started taking GA sells. But your entry could have been like that. Could have maybe had like a 50 pip stop and then targeted right there, and you would have been fine. But that also made sense to take because it was completely bullish on the higher time frames, and you just are already, you're not looking for breaks of structures and lower highs and lower lows. Price is just completely clearly going up. And there was a few other trades that I looked at um, last night. This was not one of them. I just found this one right now, but price is completely bearish. And now it's at this weekly resistance. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now it's breaking, retesting this resistance. Easy sells, very, very easy sells, right? You can take it to here, take it to here, take it to here, whatever, right? Very, very simplistic, very, very easy. EJ, look on a weekly, it's completely bullish, right? Go to the daily. We have this previous high, strong push, break structure, failed at the previous high. Now we're starting to turn around. Simplistic, simplistic and easy and duplicatable. It makes sense to sell right there. EU, completely bullish. We have a strong weekly level, So once we start seeing rejections and price does this right here, what I wanted to, then I'll get in buys. That makes sense. And UCHF, let's not go over that one. The one that I called out, or didn't call out, but I saw that I should have taken was this one, because it was so fucking easy. You go to the weekly, it's completely bearish. It makes sense. Go to the 4 hour, and you see that price has 1, 2 rejections, and now you can expect it to do it a third time. Look what happened. Could have got your 1 to 1, 1 to 1.5, whatever, and been done. So easy, so simplistic. The same thing happened on GCHF right here. Price was completely bearish. Well, actually, not really, but it technically still is, but it's in this consolidation phase. It's kind of weird, but momentum is bearish right now, so it made sense to take these sells. But yeah, it's just like, that's so easy and so duplicatable versus this GA trade that, of course, I've had my best day today trading that. I took it last night, woke up today, $2,000 in profit. I mean, 2K in my sleep. It's nuts. It took me 30 seconds to find the trade, and it's crazy that happened. It's crazy that this is starting to happen now, but it was going against it. And like, even though it was a great trade, I still have to realize what that really was and how that wasn't the smartest move. So yeah, that's how I think I'm going to try and just approach it from now on, because now when I'm looking at these pairs, all I have to do is go on the weekly and say, hey, is this clearly going bullish or clearly going bearish, right? And you had the EG trade, Euro GBP trade this week. You had the CHF JPY streak that's still going in. You had Euro GBP. You had NZD CHF, and they were all just clear momentum on the weekly and the daily. Clear momentum. There was no, checking for breaks of structures or lower lows, lower highs, or momentum, anything. It was just a clear shot, like, oh, price is obviously going down, so let's stick with that momentum. It was very, very, very clear. And it's very clear throughout all of this stuff, like where you should take sales and what you should do, because the entire structure is bearish. So just wanted to share that. But yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, I had my best day I've ever had. It's crazy, man. 2K in a day. It's dope. It's really, really, really dope. And I called it out for free. And, just like normal, nobody takes it. Nobody pays attention. I mean, it got more views right now because I posted it on social media, what happened. But, I mean, it's still only fucking 3 views. I'm sure nobody's taking these trades. I'm just calling it out. But one day I'm going to have thousands of viewers in here and thousands of people telling me how I'm helping them out. So it'll be worth it, man. That's it, man. OFX out.